Hey guys, Alienation back on the weird side of YouTube. Today I have a really intense dream interpretation to share with you guys. And I'm also kind of exercising a really interesting theory. This dream I had about 2 weeks ago, I've been extensively researching since then because it kind of baffled me. In my research, I recently discovered that I've been coming across something called spirit portals. Spirit portals. So here's a little backstory. So picture V, 8 years old, waking up in your bunk bed in the middle of the night and seeing a giant fucking purple portal in her room. I remember just being amazed, just absolutely amazed. I'm literally sitting on the edge of my bunk bed and I'm looking into it and I can see kind of through it, I can see behind the portal and it's, you know, a bunch of hustle and bustle downtown. And, you know, I figure, hey, there's a giant portal in my room. I'm probably dreaming right now. So I say fuck it and I go through the portal. And it teleports me downtown in the middle of the day by myself, 8 years old, as a child. I'm lost. I'm fucking lost. I'm absolutely freaking out. I'm walking up to all these strangers. Do you know where I am right now? Where the fuck am I? What the fuck is going on? And I walk into this bus and I'm like, hello, bus driver. I'm a lost child. I couldn't remember my parents' phone numbers. You know, I had no idea where the fuck I was going. I'm downtown. Where the fuck do I live from here? So yeah, that was my first experience with a portal. So obviously from that point on, you know, I didn't place much significance on it other than brushing it off as a cool dream I had when I was 8 years old. So in later years, 2016, my giant spiritual awakening, crazy fucking year. I started experiencing a lot more things in my subconscious. I start learning a lot from my guides. I start really delving into that stuff. This infinite knowledge that I've had locked away in here for so long, it's all coming to the surface. And now I'm starting to understand a lot of the things that I experienced when I was younger, right? Also, I apologize if my speech is really erratic. I hope you can follow. So 8 years old, purple portal I see in my room. Now, one of the first YouTube videos I made on this channel, you'll see that I made a purple dream interpretation video. And this was about a year ago. So pretty much what I talk about in that video is coming across this purple substance, right? And it was like a purple puddle that I saw. And I pick it up with my hands and I'm able to form balls with this purple iridescent liquid, which obviously defies what we can do in our waking life. You know, I took liquid and I made it a solid, totally quoting my video. So I start handing this substance to other people and there's a whole air of appreciation and awe and just all these amazing feelings, and it felt like I was putting on like a magic show for people. It was very cool and I was blowing bubbles with this purple liquid. That was the first time I really woke up with this intense feeling of just like pure inspiration from that dream. And I don't know what it was, but it was definitely derived from the purple substance that I came across. I felt so happy and I thought that dream was so fucking cool. So I've come to the conclusion lately that this purple substance has something to teach me. And this purple substance does not correspond to reality. It defies physics. All right, so that was a little backstory to this substance. It's a great teacher of mine. All right, so now I'm going to explain this dream that I had about 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago. I think a few days after New Year's I had this dream. I'm going to whip out my dream journal. This is my dream journal. This is also my dream journal. So yeah, expect a lot of dream videos from me because I take dreams so seriously.
It's my visual journal. It's where I do all my writing and drawing, and this is I call it my visual journal. It's like my diary journal, dream journal.
So listen up, children. I have a story for you. I'm walking through this place. It's kind of hard to describe what this place was. It kind of seemed like a tent of some sort. It kind of felt like I was at an amusement park. We were walking through this giant tent that had hallways and it was just a giant tent. So me and my friends went through this shortcut that people knew about, but nobody really talked about it. Everyone knew the shortcut was there, but nobody really talked about it. The ground was damp and dark, so it was kind of spooky to walk on. But then comes shining this iridescent purple liquid. If you were to liquefy ultraviolet light, that's what it looked like. So there's puddles of this on the ground. And so one day I asked my friends to walk on it. Everyone avoids these puddles. Everyone overlooks them. Like nobody ever talks about it. Let's walk on it. So we walk on it and it feels like moss between our feet. It feels really weird and squishy until you realize if you stay in one place for too long, you start to sink. It was like quicksand. So we're like, oh shit, we gotta move. I remember I was literally fucking sinking into it. So we're looking at these separate puddles of this liquid and we start to realize that there's like these holographic shapes over them, over top of each puddle. So these holographic shapes over each puddle were square grids They were like square grids. And then there's ones that were circular that look like your generic portal. And these portals seem to be different for different people. Okay, now this is a key thing. This is something that I've been, that I came across in my research that kind of like blew my mind. So take note of that. The portals are different for different people. So it somehow mirrored us as we walked. If you were supposed to walk into a square grid, the only portal that you could walk into was a square grid. So you can't walk towards a circular portal. It will just start morphing into a square grid. You have to walk through a square grid. I tried to make that a square grid. Okay. A square grid, bitch. You gotta walk through the square grid. So 2 of my friends try out the portals. Shit, I forgot to mention something. I will get to that at the end. 2 of my friends try out the portals, the circular portal and the square grid. I wanted to stay back and kind of study what was going on. Now, the reason we were so confident to go through these portals is that we were in the portal realm. So there's portals everywhere. You're bound to come back if you go through one, right? This place is meant for traveling. Basically, you have to go through the portals because if you stand on the liquid for too long, you'll sink. So you gotta keep moving. You gotta go through the portal. So this is where it gets kind of interesting. So my one friend goes through the square grid, of course, while my other friend was sucked into the circular portal. The portals were linked to time points, kind of like checkpoints. And now, I still don't have any answer for why those certain time points are checkpoints, but my consciousness followed my one friend into the circular portal. We both come flying out of this portal in a photo booth at her prom. And we kind of observe the environment. She remembers living that moment already. So she was freaked out and she came right back through the portal. We're in the portal lobby and we're waiting for our other friend to come back. She's taking a long ass fucking time. We are fucking tripping balls. We're like, where the fuck is this bitch? We fucked up. Our friend is gone. So we realize there's these monitors behind us. They're like full computer screens, and we look at it and it starts typing in real time and it says, I can see you guys. So we instantly knew that was our friend who's in another fucking dimension, but she's communicating with us through this monitor. We're like, what the fuck? That's her. You guys all look 17, lol. Okay, what the fuck? She's in the future. We're in real time. We just came back from traveling from the past, and now you can see us in the past? Wait, what? So she comes back. She tells us about how she was an older husband in this family. So she saw us through a TV in the future. And basically when she saw us, she snapped out of the life that she was living and realized that she had to come back. I don't even know. My theory is that if she didn't see us through the TV, she probably would have lived out a whole other life, not knowing. It's like she needed a reminder to come back, and we weren't aware of any of this, but, eventually we all came back to the portal realm. And it was very cool. We got to dimension hop into the past, into the future, and yeah, so that was that dream. And ever since then, I've been really curious about all the dream symbols. Alright, so bringing it back for a second, I'm going to explain kind of the events that led up to this portal realm. Earlier in the dream, I was with a friend. It was her birthday, and New Year's is her birthday. And of course I was saying, happy birthday, happy New Year. I was really excited for her. So her birthday is January 1st, 2001. What's really interesting about that is after wishing her happy birthday and happy New Year, we walk into this hallway, and I see ones written all over the wall. And then I very clearly see 1111. Very clearly. Just right there, 1111. And then, after seeing 1111 is when we walked into the portal realm, is when we encountered the puddles, is when we encountered the holographic portals. If you're into the whole angel numbers thing, 1111 and ones are an angel number. It's known to be a personal number. Now when you see ones, it affects you more on a personal basis. 1111 is known to be the gateway. Keyword, gateway. I think it's safe to say that the numbers guided me to a gateway to the portal realm. When I was researching the numbers a little bit more, another message came across. The angels want you to make dream interpretation a priority. And I kind of shit myself when I read that. They have lots to teach me. They want me to pay attention. And, I already got that sense after encountering the purple substance again, Every time I see that, it's kind of a clear indication that I need to pay attention, that the dream holds a lot of significance. Now, to kind of interpret the whole time traveling thing. What I read about it is time travel can parallel a need to escape waking life, which, could possibly be true. But that didn't really ring true for me. For example, traveling to the past in a dream could indicate that you want to travel back to a simpler time in life. But I think more so the reason that I experienced that dream was kind of to study something at a deeper level, to experience something at a deeper level. Back to the purple liquid, the purple substance. I feel I feel a core reason that I make these videos is to pay homage to that purple substance, because goddamn, in the 3 very significant times that I've encountered it, it has showed me some wondrous things, very interesting things. Now the funny thing is I already made a video about this. Purple in a dream can denote a mystic connection with something, divination healing, spirituality, and also corresponds with the color of the third eye chakra. Now it represents all of these things because purple vibrates at the highest vibration. It is the shortest wave and the highest vibration. Now earlier I mentioned what I've been coming across are called spirit portals, which has been really interesting to learn about. So how are portals created? Where do they come from? Portals can come from strong atmospheric shifts, which can create a hole in the veil. Also, some places are more prone to connection of the 4th dimension. Portals can also come from within you, so after having a transformational or a spiritual experience, you can become a vessel for spirit portals. And also places where people have died. Now I'm going to elaborate on this a little bit. When I was walking on the purple substance and I started sinking, I realized that lots of people before me have sank and died in that portal realm. I just thought that was a random point. Sorry if it's really hard to follow. It's literally just me trying to piece everything together, and also seeing if you guys can look inside yourself and if you can relate and if you've experienced portals. The more you experience these portals, it's possible that you yourself have become a spirit portal. Another interesting point, this is my last point, is that when I was researching spirit portals, it said that different people can enter different portals. And that's another thing that made me shit my pants, because I thought that was really interesting about my dream as well, is that there's square grids and there were circular portals, and you could only go through whichever one you resonated with vibrationally. So, thank you for listening to me ramble. I really appreciate it. It's a very interesting topic. Hopefully I come across the purple again. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Hit subscribe, hit like, let me know if you like hearing me ramble or, dissect dreams. Maybe I will do more of those videos in the future. I take dreams very seriously, so I have a wide array of very interesting dream experiences that I could talk about. So leave a like, let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. And yeah, I really appreciate you listening. Hopefully you made it through the whole thing. If you want to stay in touch or converse, you can follow me at 3turnia.v or Alienation on Instagram. Alright, bye.